So my daughter Sophia has two settings. One, she will turn anything into an excuse to perform. Give this girl a safari hat and binoculars and she'll think that her name rhymes with Dora. Mode 2, if she sees a pool, it could be her pool, it could be like a pool on TV, it does not matter the temperature. If there is a pool that she can jump in, she is jumping in that pool. But the pool has to be clean, not spotless, just clean enough that her 4-year-old brain decides that it passes her inspection. But if one leaf dares to land in the deep end, then she comes in and demands that I take care of it. Typically when like I'm in the middle of like setting up a giant 85-inch TV by myself on a stand. So when WYBOT reached out to sponsor a showcase for their new S3 robotic pool cleaner, that was an instant yes for me. It saves my back from having to like scrub the sides of the pool after my back already hurts from like hulking around these other huge TV sets on my own. But what I didn't realize until after I've had some time to live with it is that this thing does something that I've never seen any other pool robot do, and it is potentially the biggest quality of life upgrade that I've ever seen over every other pool robot on the market. But before we get there, let me give you a small quality of life upgrade of your own. As a way to say thank you for hanging out and supporting me through our journey to 1 million subscribers, I'd like to give you a chance to win $200. It's super easy. All you have to do is just leave a comment and tell me what you're gonna be doing this summer. Drop a like on the video and watch the video all the way through, and just make sure that there's a way for me to contact you if I click on your username in case you win. I'll pick the winner at random after 10 days, open worldwide. All right, so the dock is clearly what WYBOT really wants you talking about whenever you're talking about this thing, which I completely understand that. It stands out, especially if you've seen like other pool robot cleaners before. The robot itself has a built-in bin that fills up in the way that like any pool robot's bin would. The difference is what happens when it's full. The robot will drive itself back to the dock, it locks in, and it self-cleans itself. Everything that's in the robot gets pushed into the 10-liter bin built into the dock on the deck side. The robot recharges itself on its own. You don't have to pick it up out of the water and like get your pants and like legs all soaked like while you're just going to walk to go and charge it. You don't have to take the filter out to empty out all that gross stuff yourself. The thing just lives in your pool and it handles its business on its own. The only thing that you'll have to do is empty the 10-liter bin like maybe once a month. I've only had it for a few weeks, so I haven't really come close to filling this thing up yet. And the thing powering all this stuff is just some good old sunlight. You have a nice big solar panel up top. It might look complicated to install, but I promise it's not. The setup took literally about like 10 minutes, and it'll keep the S3 topped off and charged every single day. You can run a wire all the way over to the base and just like plug it in that way if you want to get a little bit of a faster charge. But for us in like good California sun, like the solar is gonna provide enough juice for a full clean like every other day or so, which for us, that's perfect. And so far, I haven't really had to think about the charging, which like I've had other pool robots before and like that's a new feeling for me. I just set the schedule, I glance at the app like every few days, and I'll empty the bin when it's eventually going to be full. That's it. It's pretty simple. Like I said, I've had other pool robots before and they're like maintenance-free claims. Usually still means like a few hours a week of pool maintenance because you're still maintaining the robot instead of just the pool. So far, the S3 has allowed me to almost entirely forget about both of those. And the reason why I can largely forget about it, it goes beyond just the dock. The S3 itself has some pretty advanced navigation on board. Most pool robots, and by most I mean like basically all of them, they just kind of like bump around, just kind of like hoping to cover everything. That's like literally the strategy. Like they go, bump, they turn, and they kind of like go back and forth and they repeat. Now that works fine if you have like a typical rectangular pool like this one minus the Baja ledge. Like we'll talk about the Baja ledge here in just a second. But if your pool is curved or it has like any irregular shape, then that bump and turn strategy does not work at all. The S3 uses a network of sensors plus an onboard camera to build a 3D map of your pool on the very first run, which to my knowledge, that's like the world's first to build an actual like 3D map of your pool. Once that map exists, every cleaning cycle after that is calculated rather than just like kind of like meandering around your pool in a random pattern. There's also an AI vision mode that uses the camera to spot debris on the floor, and it prioritizes like the dirtier areas in your pool. Now keep in mind, it only does this for the floors. It will not do that specific thing for the walls, but it's nice because I think that we all have like that one spot or like in the corner of a pool where the dirt all just kind of collects more than others. So the S3 will take a little bit more time in those spots. So that's pretty nice. But all that smart navigation stuff, it only matters if the cleaning itself is good. And the S3 has the suction power to back it up. Nearly 4,000 gallons per hour from a brushless triple motor system, which for context, that puts it on the higher end of these cordless robots. Filtration is dual layer, 180 micron standard with the optional 10 micron ultra fine filter for finer particles. And that's just like the more technical stuff. It doesn't make sense to you, don't worry, didn't really make sense to me either. I just know that I press a button to start the clean, it undocks itself and it kind of goes and does its thing. And then I come back 2 hours later to a spotless pool with the robot already on the dock and charging. One thing I will say though about the battery is that it's a little bit shorter than some other like flagship robot cleaners out there. If you have a really big pool, then it may need to go back to the dock to charge in order to finish that cleaning process. But honestly, like if it's docking and charging itself like all on its own, like what do you care? It's not like you have to really do anything. It just does all of this stuff on its own, but still, you know, something to know. But before I go back to that really cool thing that I teased in the intro, I do have one quick complaint. Like maybe it's not a complaint, like maybe it's just more like if it needs to know. My pool has a Baja ledge. It's like one of those like shallow shelves on one side. So kind of like a thing like where the kids can play. And the S3 is not designed for water that shallow. Now, I knew that going in and I said yes anyway, partially because I was kind of curious to see what it would do. I use products outside of their recommended use cases all the time and it usually works perfectly fine, but in this case, I probably should have listened to WYBOT. The first 2 cycles when I ran, the robot wandered up onto that ledge and kind of like beached itself like a poor little like confused turtle. I had to manually drive it off both times, but on that 3rd cycle, the robot didn't go up there. Like it got to that top step and it kind of like turned around. Now there's no official way to set a no-go zone within the app, so I'm not entirely sure if the robot figured out that it wasn't supposed to go up there on its own, or if the first 2 times that it went up there, it was just kind of like more of an accident. I have no idea. All I know is that it appears to have self-corrected, which if that's the case, then that's the proof that the 3D model it uses is working. Now, as for the price, the S3 is $24.99 right now, but that's for a limited time only, and regular MSRP will be $29.99, effectively $3,000. That is a lot of money for a pool cleaner, and I'm not gonna pretend that it isn't. That's like premium tier money for one of these cleaning pool robots. But for that price, you're getting like inches from that true maintenance-free pool cleaner life, much closer than any of the other like pool robots that I've tested so far. And I waited to tell you the part that I loved about the S3 the most until after I told you the price, because like for me, I knew the price going in, and whenever I found out this feature, that made the price feel 100% worth it for me. Most pool robots, and I think by most I mean like effectively all of them, you control them by like using your phone over Wi-Fi. Now that works fine if the robot is going to be above the water. The problem is that Wi-Fi can't physically travel through like the surface of water. So the second that the robot leaves the surface, you've lost all control over it. It is down there doing what it's supposed to do, but it is down there for the full cleaning duration. If you wanted to stop it for any reason at all, you'd either have to jump in there yourself or you have to like fish it out with a hook, which like usually never works very well. It's like very difficult to do that. Otherwise, you would have to wait that, you know, full 2 to 3 hours for it to finish the cleaning before you can control it again. 2 Saturdays ago, like first weekend that I had this thing, I set out the S3 to go like clean and kind of do its thing. My daughter and my family, like we're all like chilling on the couch, just kind of like watching some Bluey. And 10 minutes later, my daughter's friends knock on the door and demand that they need to go swimming right now, but they don't want to do it while the pool cleaner is like moving around underneath them. That was like distressing them. Now, with my old setup, that meant me having to kind of like lie on the deck to fish out like a 25-pound robot with a net, while the kids were asking me 10,000 questions, usually in unison, why the pool isn't ready yet. With the S3, I opened up the app, I tapped return to dock, and I watched it drive itself back to the wall before the kids were done like putting their goggles on. Now the reason why I can do that is because the dock isn't fully sitting on dry land. Part of it will live in the water, and that acts as sort of like a relay between the robot and your Wi-Fi. The signal doesn't have to punch through the water to reach the robot. It's already down there. And the same thing applies in the other direction. Like say that there's like a little like pile of leaves in the corner of the deep end that I talked about earlier. Again, you don't want to have to fire off a whole like full 2-hour cycle just to get that spot. Just pull up the app, take manual control, you drive the robot like around the leaves, you suck all that stuff up and then you send it back. With every other pool robot that I've used, that's not even an option. Like I've used other robots that you can sort of like drive around on the surface of the water, but I've never been able to drive one underwater, kind of like an RC car. It's one of those things that I couldn't believe that like no one has really done before, at least like not one that I've seen. That single ability alone makes the price worth it, at least for me. I'm not saying that that matters as much to like anyone else, but like it certainly does matter to me. But listen, a few weeks in, like the S3, it's fit into my life pretty nicely. Like my active pool maintenance has effectively been cut down to about 3 minutes with a net like kind of twice a week to grab the stuff that's floating on the surface. That is the entire job that I have to do. I haven't had to pull the robot out of the water once, I haven't had to touch a filter, and my daughter thinks that the pool is always ready. Now, if that sounds like the pool life that you want, this is one of the easiest recommendations that I've made in a while when it comes to these pool robots. If you've got an in-ground pool and you'd rather spend your Saturday doing literally anything else, then just buy the thing. One caveat, if you have a Baja ledge or like, again, one of those like gradual beach slopes into your pool, this one might not be for you, but WYBOT does have other models up on their website website that you can check out that will handle that specific condition perfectly fine. Also, if you have an above ground pool and it takes like 10 minutes to clean by hand, this is definitely going to be overkill for you. But if you are looking to save hours in pool maintenance every single week, the S3 is the one, man. If you want to check it out for yourself, and I think that you should, all the links will be in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.